from deep beneath the earth, mankind's most precious metal, eternally gleaming, universally prized. Now, gold mines on World History Channel. The steel cage descends into the earth 2 miles deep. This is the hunt for gold in the South African deep mines, the world's richest yet most treacherous.
Very deep mines, there's a tremendous force on the rock to enter the empty space. The day I first arrived in South Africa to go into one of the deep mines, 3 men were killed in that mine as I approached it. They'd been working. They had no notion that anything was wrong, and there wasn't anything wrong except they were working in a deep mine, and the rock burst is like a machine gun.
In these mines, nature's extremities are met with human endurance. The heat, humidity, and spontaneous rock explosions mark the perilous journey of gold miners.
There is something about gold. If somebody says there's gold and it's free for the taking, thousands of people will uproot their lives to chase it.
Gold's allure isn't new. It was revered by ancient civilizations. From Bulgaria's 6,000-year-old gold sculptures to Egypt's elaborate golden artifacts, it symbolizes power and wealth.
Objects that were found in Bulgaria had been processed through a smelting circuit of some kind that told us that these people knew how to clean up the iron, the tin, and the other impurities in gold ore so that they could end up with a gold-colored, malleable gold that could be cast into delicate objects.
The Egyptians, around 2900 BC, pioneered gold mining, combining intense labor with innovative techniques.
Along Little Meadow Creek, those pits became quite numerous as they dug up nuggets just like digging up potatoes. In one area, they found 155 3/4 pounds of gold, every single nugget in excess of 1 pound each, in these placer pits.
The alchemists were very serious investigators, trying to convert lead into silver, copper into gold, and they passed this on from father to son. It went in many of the large cities in Europe. There were teachers of alchemistry in the universities. It was very serious indeed.
The discovery of gold in the New World ignited unprecedented gold rushes. From North Carolina to the Wild West, gold fever reshaped landscapes and destinies.
A whole party of Frenchmen came and they brought their wives. And they brought these huge rakes because they heard that there was gold in the river and all you had to do was get it out of the river, but they did not want to get wet. So they had manufactured these huge rakes which they intended to rake the river. There was even an advertisement that somebody had made up an ointment. If you could spread this ointment all over your body and then all you had to do was get to the top of the hill and roll down, you would actually collect gold all over your body, and then you could scrape it off and you'd have all the gold you needed. People had no clue as to what it took to get gold, and it was huge work.
Labor in the diggings was backbreaking. You had to take advantage of certain times of the year when the flow of water had enough volume to wash the sands and gravels. This meant bent over next to a stream with ice-cold water for 12 hours or more a day. This meant shoveling huge mounds of pay dirt for 12, 15 hours or more a day. Many of these men ruin their health with this kind of effort, day in and day out for 3 or 4 months in a row.
Mining evolved over centuries. From hand-operated tools to hydraulic mining in California, each advance brought more efficient, yet often environmentally costly methods.
Germans were very clever in the Middle Ages, building ponds up to 8 miles away from the mine, and then troughs that would take the water all the way to the mine, and this water would then be used to turn giant water wheels. These water wheels were then used as hoist with the rope to hoist up the ore out of the mine.
They were animals of burden that could pull all these ore cars to a shaft where it could be raised to the surface where they could extract the gold. These horses lived underground, literally. There were stables underground. They never went to the surface unless they were injured or getting old.
Gold rushes weren't just an American phenomenon. The Klondike and other regions saw influxes of hopefuls, driven by the allure of gold and the spirit of adventure.
Gold became one of the principal objectives for every one of the expeditions into the Americas, not only with the Spaniards early on, but later, the first English expeditions, for example, Jamestown. One of the first things the settlers of Jamestown were supposed to do was search for gold.
Modern gold mining faces immense challenges. From environmental impacts to the safety of miners, the industry continuously evolves to meet these issues.
The Lihir mine, which is a new gold mine located on an island near Papua New Guinea, was the first mine in the world to be totally designed via a computer simulation and animation model. The model was used for more than 150 of the what-if scenarios that the engineers were able to pose. They did this back in Bristol, England, for the mine that was halfway around the world near Papua New Guinea.
In South Africa, the deepest mines push the limits of human and technological capabilities, combining traditional labor with modern techniques.
During one of my trips underground in South Africa, we walked for a mile or two looking at everything, and I looked up and saw a sign hanging over the top of the drift. You are now leaving South Africa. We were entering another country deep underground. The surveyors were so exact, they were able to spot the exact inch where you're leaving the country.
The future of gold mining may lie in ultra-deep mines, possibly manned by robots. The quest for gold, as old as civilization itself, continues to evolve.
In the very deep mines, there's a tremendous force on the rock to enter the empty space. The day I first arrived in South Africa to go into one of the deep mines, 3 men were killed in that mine as I approached it. They'd been working. They had no notion that anything was wrong, and there wasn't anything wrong except they were working in a deep mine. And the rock burst is like a machine gun. There are even light signals that don't require words or enunciation. For example, the twisting of the head and rotating is no. And a lot of it is, if you twist a lot, it means there's danger.
Throughout history, gold has not just been a metal, but a catalyst for societal progress and conflict. From currency to technology, its impact is immeasurable. In a world of change and uncertainty, gold remains a symbol of eternal value. The history of human migration and innovation is entwined with this enduring quest for gold.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through history on the World History Channel. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the fascinating stories and events that have shaped our world. If you found this video informative and entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. We love hearing from our viewers, so please leave a comment below and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue to create engaging and educational content for you. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and together, let's keep exploring the captivating stories of our world. Thank you for watching the World History Channel.